name is Daniel Eduviges Carrera. I've been working as a teaching artist in residence for the Tribeca Film Institute since February, so it's going to be almost a year now. Tribeca Teaches is a big. It's a pretty sizable program, but it's based on the East Coast. What's interesting about the Lynwood, the St. Francis Medical Center program version of the Tribeca Teaches is that it's the first time that the program has been brought to Los Angeles. So I've been on board with the Lynwood program since the very beginning, which was last February. It's been an incredible experience to be able to go back to a community similar to the one that I grew up in. I grew up in Corona, where there wasn't a lot of film culture, there wasn't a lot of opportunities to get into film and filmmaking. So being able to go back to a similar community like the one that I grew up in and be able to bring filmmaking to these brilliant young students has been amazing. It's been an incredible experience so far. Basically what Tribeca's doing is Tribeca sponsors filmmakers, artists that have gone through programs through the Tribeca Film Institute, and then allows us to then bring film culture back to communities where there isn't really a lot of opportunity for young filmmakers. So what I'm doing basically is I'm coming out to Lynwood, Southgate on a weekly basis to bring a little bit of film education and also creativity. We create a film together, and this film gets screened at the Tribeca Film Festival, which is just an amazing experience for the students, for myself as an educator, and also just for young filmmakers to be able to have such an incredible platform. You know, that one of the greatest film festivals on the planet.
My name is Jessica Lujan, and I go to Lynwood High School, and I'm a senior. I heard about the program through my film class at Lynwood High, and I became interested because I want to pursue a career in film. And I could tell so many stories through just like so many different perspectives, and I don't know, it keeps me distracted from real life.
My name is Elena Molina. I am a high school student in Southgate High School. I think it's amazing because most people don't know how to enter the industry, and seeing that there's a group out there that is trying to help someone go into like this industry, since it's very difficult, it gives like a bigger range, for them to enter it.
My name is Jose Javier Rodriguez, and I'm a student at Cal State University Northridge. I first have it in my senior year of high school at Lynwood High. It was Paul who came to the class and explained to us about a program that would be able to help us in filmmaking. So from my film class, that's how I heard of it from. I've been in it since the beginning of when it started over here in Lynwood, which was February or January, so a couple of months, but since it's starting again, I decided to join it again. It was actually really great to know that the film we made actually won. Well, I was actually one of the good ones out there because it was rushed. But with the instructor, he was able to help guide us into making this really great film, which we thought wasn't going to be all that great. It actually surprised me because there wasn't many opportunities to work with. There was a film program to be able to do this, so it was actually surprising to hear that Robert De Niro, who helped make the company, actually cared to spread film around places that don't really have that kind of opportunity.
I think filmmaking and creativity in general shouldn't be limited to people in positions of privilege. I think having access to creativity, having access to film, having access to art is something that's important. It's a way of processing the world and your place in it. So for me, being able to not only work as a filmmaker and be involved in the process of creating film, for me it's also important to be able to impart those skills to my own community, to the Latino community, to just the young community. Los Angeles is, you know, Hollywood is just right down the highway, and yet couldn't feel more far away sometimes. So for me, being able to bring that culture to a place like Lynwood and Southgate is it's very personal for me, because I grew up in very similar circumstances. So being able to educate film and bring film culture to a place that wouldn't otherwise have it, I think for me is it's very personal.